Hello, my friend. Did you know that you don't actually have a marriage problem? Yeah, you heard me right. Your marriage isn't really broken. What's broken are the unresolved issues that both you and your spouse brought into the marriage. That's the real culprit behind so many struggles in relationships today. I want you to think about it. How can a marriage be healthy if two people in it are hurting? In this video, I'm going to share why the secret to transforming your marriage starts with you. Let's have this conversation. Hello again. Welcome back to the show. I am Dorian, and this is not easily broken. Listen, let's be real. Everyone comes to marriage with a little bit of crazy. I know, I said it, yes. Whether it's baggage from your past or habits you have developed over the years of being in marriage, we all carry something to our marriage. Some of us show up with much emotional baggage and issues. A matter of fact, some show up with a U-Haul truck full of stuff. And these are stuff that they should have unpacked while they were in their season of singleness. And it impact how they are now serving in the marriage. These unresolved issues often include things like communication challenges, not knowing and learning how to communicate, trust issues, childhood trauma, character flaws, and moral standards and values that are not aligned, physical, sexual, verbal, mental, and even emotional abuse. Yes, financial illiteracy. Some folks don't know how to manage their money. They are a slave to their money. And they brought that into the marriage. Abandonment wounds. Yes, you may have dealt with issues or abandonment issues. People have daddy issues and issues from past relationships, self image, self esteem issues, struggles with the lack of spiritual growth, unresolved anger. Yes, these are issues that are impacting how someone love and serve in their marriage. My friend, you might have married someone with the kindest heart and the best intentions. But when life hits hard, these unresolved issues rise right to the surface. And when conflicts show its ugly head, instead of addressing the root cause, so many of you feel like just walking away. You want to pack a bag and leave. But that doesn't have to be your story. And before I dive deeper into this, make sure that you like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear this message. Subscribe if you're new here. It's free to just hit that like button. It helps to reach more couples who are struggling in their marriage. Let's get back to the conversation. Here is the truth. Your marriage will never outgrow who you are. I know that is a very bold statement, but it is true. You see, the relationship that you have with your spouse is a direct reflection of the relationship you have with yourself. Until you grow as a person, your marriage will remain stagnant. It will never grow. The truth is, that's why personal growth is not just important, it is critical, it is essential, it is necessary. My friend, this was my story. I came to my marriage broken. I came to my marriage with daddy issues, not knowing my father until I was in my 40s. That's the real talk. I've been married for 30 years, and the early years of our marriage, I saw the consequences of some of the things that was never dealt with in our relationship. My wife and I are two people that love each other, and we didn't know how to coexist in the marriage. Two imperfect people who are perfect for each other, but carrying unresolved issues. We both had baggage from our past that constantly clashes with who we are. And I can tell you, my friend, that there were moments when we felt like we were not right for each other. What if we had listened to the lies of the devil? What if we had listened to our emotions and our feelings? That's why our feelings and our emotions are not always reliable. But instead of walking away, instead of quitting, we decided to do something better. We decided to dig deep within ourselves. We decided to do the work on ourselves. We decided to grow as an individual and grow together as a couple. That's a decision. And that's the best decision we could have made. It completely transformed our lives and our marriage. You know, my friend, in our Marriage Makeover Coaching Program, we teach 5 principles for making marriage work. Yes, and personal growth is one of the most critical pillars. It's one of the most critical principles that you can work on because here's what I've learned. You see, when you marry someone, you're not just marrying the person in front of you. You are marrying for a version of them. You're marrying the person you dated. You're marrying the person you courted. You're marrying the person you get married to. Yes. And you are marrying the person that they will become because of marrying you. My question to you is, can you honestly say that your spouse is better off because of you? Can you honestly say that you are the kind of spouse that you would love coming home to? Marriage is not just about love. Marriage is about honesty. Marriage is about accountability. Marriage is about serving. Marriage is about giving. Marriage is about showing up when showing up is not easy. Marriage is about partnership. Marriage is about growth. Yes, and you have to grow. That's why working on yourself is one of the best thing that you can do for yourself and for your spouse. A healthy you, my friend, create a healthy foundation for a thriving, successful marriage. Let me ask you this. What would happen if you take all the energy that you spend blaming, complaining, nitpicking, criticizing, looking at your spouse, and not taking accountability for your actions? What if you take that energy about worrying about the marriage and you start to focus on becoming the best version of yourself? I promise you that it will change everything. You know, I thought that I had a husband problem, but when I dig deep into understanding who I am, I realized that I didn't have a husband problem. I didn't have a husband problem. I had a man problem. And I begin to realize that God did not create an Adam and groom him to become a husband. God groomed him to become a better man. God groomed him to become a man. And when he established himself as a man in the Garden of Eden by working on himself, that's when he was suitable to become a husband. And it's at that moment that God said it's not good for the man to be alone. I will create for him help. You know, my friend, I want you to remember this. Your marriage isn't really broken. It is a covenant relationship that you are in. I often consider you to be a member in one of the finest institutions on earth. Yes, you are. And what I found out is that broken people are in marriage. But if you're broken, if you have issues, it is an opportunity for transformation. And the best news is, my friend, it starts with you. Now, before you go, let me challenge you to take the first step. What is the first step? Be accountable, be responsible. Take a look at the man in the mirror. Take a look at yourself. Take a look at the reality that who you are is based on your past, but who you become, it is based on you. Take a step moving forward in the right direction. And my friend, I would like you to leave a comment in the comment section and let me know exactly what area do you think that you need to grow in. Let's start the conversation. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe if you found value in this video today. You never know who might need this message right now. And if you're ready to go deeper, I want you to check out this playlist because it's going to help you to understand the 5 principles for making marriage work. And personal growth is one of them. Your marriage matters. Let's grow together.